it's loose. Should you do a job that you love? I used to think that it just was only for the lucky. But what I realised today, and here's the interesting thing, okay? There is information and advice everywhere saying you need to do that, you need to do this, you should be doing this. The truth is, only you really know what you need to do. But taking responsibility for that is not the easiest. We can find advice to suit our needs here, there and everywhere. I read something, and I feel bad for sharing this, but at the time I believed it because it was the easier thing to do. It wasn't my thinking, it was like, oh, somebody else thinks that, so then that's okay, makes it all right. The thing that I'd found, and it was a couple of years back, and I'd shared it with some friends of mine actually, and I feel terrible for doing that, but anyway, it still came from a good place, but it was 10 pieces of advice from older people. Rule number 5 said, only a few people get to do a job they love, so be okay with that and find a job that you like most of the time. Nah. And I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. I like my job most of the time, so therefore, based on the advice from old people that I don't know, that might not be old, that might not even exist, I read that and went, thank you, yes, you're absolutely right. What? That's bananas. But taking responsibility for our own needs is more difficult. Finding advice to suit, do you see what I mean? When I started doing the thing that I love, and I do, the responsibility is mine. You'll find people with, and I've seen loads of it, even more so recently, you need to do this, you need to do that. Some more advice from older people actually, and it comes from a good place, it does. There's a photo shared on Facebook with a lady that had a sign saying, don't ever follow a man. No, you shouldn't have probably followed a man, but it was your decision. You can't tell that to someone who only knows what anyone needs to do. But if you're going to do something that you've decided from your heart, you have to take responsibility for it. And if it goes right or wrong, it's on you. It was that was something quite profound I realised today. At the time, and this is going back a couple of years, I've been thinking this kind of, I need to do something for a while. And then I'd read something that was easy. It was somebody else's opinion that went, what you're doing is fine. And I took it at face value. And maybe at the time that's what suited me, but oh my goodness, and this is the same whether it's about your job or your life or your house or relationship or anything, you can ask for opinions. People will readily offer up help and advice, but it will always be, even with the best intentions, from their own experiences or own even unconscious biases about them and not about you. But if you're going to make big decisions for yourself, you've got to take responsibility for them. And to do that, you've got to dig a little bit deeper. Which all sounds really, this has been on my mind, which is why it's a Saturday afternoon and the weather is rubbish. I was going to do a painting actually in the shop, didn't have the things that I needed, but hence the bare-faced and bushy tail. I'm out for later, out for dinner later, so I need to get ready there. But look, everyone will tell you the things that you need. Only you actually know the things you need. But that comes with responsibility. And it's a more difficult choice to make than somebody saying, what you're doing is okay. So, should you do a job you love? I'm not going to tell you that you need to, but I tell you what, if you start looking and you find one that you love, it's not luck. You make your own fortune. Anyway.